Welcome to Stevo's Portal. Kindly give us your support by liking, sharing and subscribing to this channel. Today, we embark on a fascinating journey into the heart of relationships, as we delve into one of the most intriguing topics: best ways a man wants to be treated, ways to make him feel like a king. Now, isn't it true that every relationship is as unique as the individuals in it? Yet there are certain aspects that are universally appreciated. Understanding your partner's needs and desires is one such aspect. It's not about grand gestures or expensive gifts. Rather, it's about showing respect, empathy, kindness, and above all, genuine love. It's about making your partner feel valued and cherished, like a king in his own right. So are you ready to explore this further? In this video, we will discuss the best ways a man wants to be treated, ways to make him feel like a king. First and foremost, respect is paramount in any relationship. It's the unsung hero of love stories, the silent force that holds two people together. But what does respect in a relationship look like? Well, it's not just about saying please and thank you. It's about valuing someone for who they truly are. It's about understanding that your partner is a separate individual with his own thoughts, emotions, and experiences. It's about acknowledging that his perspectives might be different from yours, and that's okay. Respect is seeing the value in his decisions, even if they don't align with yours. It's about giving him the space to express himself without judgment. It means recognizing his autonomy, his right to make choices for himself. It means not trying to control him, but supporting him in his endeavors. Respect is also about boundaries. It's about understanding and valuing his need for personal space and time. It's about not infringing on his solitude when he needs it. It's about respecting his privacy, his personal life, and his individuality. In essence, respect is about treating him as an equal. It's about fostering a sense of mutual regard, where his opinions are valued, his feelings are considered, and his needs are met. It's about creating a safe space where he can be himself, without fear of judgment or reproach. Respect is not just about how you treat him, but also how you talk about him to others. It's about praising his achievements, acknowledging his strengths, and not belittling him in front of others. It's about showing him that you're proud to be his partner. Remember, respect is not a one-time act. It's a continuous process, a commitment to value and honor him each day. It's about making him feel seen, heard, and appreciated. Respect is the cornerstone of any strong relationship and the foundation of making a man feel like a king. Next up is the need for love and admiration. A vital component in making a man feel like a king is acknowledging his worth through expressions of love and admiration. We may sometimes forget that men, too, need to feel loved and admired. Just like anyone else, they strive to be appreciated for their unique qualities and contributions. Love and admiration are the nutrients that help nourish a man's self-esteem, enabling him to grow as an individual and as a partner. So how do you express this love and admiration? Let's dive into it. Compliments are a great way to show admiration. Remember, compliments don't have to be grandiose. They can be as simple as acknowledging the effort he puts into his work, the time he spends with you, or even how good he looks in that new shirt. It's all about noticing the little things and vocalizing your appreciation for them. Next, gestures of affection. These can take many forms. A warm hug after a long day, a kiss before he leaves for work, or a hand squeeze during a movie. These small, yet significant gestures convey an enormous amount of love and admiration. They are a non-verbal way of saying, "I appreciate you, and I'm glad you're here with me." Then we have quality time. Spending meaningful time together strengthens your bond and shows him that you value his company. This could be anything from a quiet dinner at home, a walk in the park, or even just sitting on the couch discussing your day. It's about being present and engaged, showing him that his presence matters to you. Remember, expressing love and admiration is not a one-size-fits-all approach. What works for one may not work for another. It's about knowing your partner and what makes him feel loved and admired. Love and admiration can make a man feel truly valued and cherished, like a king. Another important aspect is showing empathy and kindness. These two qualities are the building blocks of any successful relationship, and they are particularly crucial when it comes to making a man feel valued and cared for. Empathy, at its core, is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. It's about seeing the world through their eyes and recognizing their emotions. When it comes to treating a man like a king, empathy can help you understand his feelings, his challenges, his joys, and his fears. Being empathetic means being a good listener. It means giving him your undivided attention when he's sharing his thoughts or feelings with you. It's not just about hearing his words, but also about understanding his feelings behind those words. But empathy alone is not enough. It must be coupled with kindness. Kindness is the quality of being friendly, generous, and considerate. It's about treating others the way you want to be treated. In the context of making a man feel like a king, kindness can take many forms. It can be as simple as making him a cup of coffee in the morning, or as thoughtful as being there for him during tough times. It's about being supportive, being patient, and being understanding. Kindness also means respecting his space and his individuality. It's about understanding that he has his own thoughts, feelings, and experiences that are separate from yours. It's about allowing him to be himself, without trying to change him or mold him into someone he's not. Remember, empathy and kindness are not just about big gestures. They are about the small, everyday actions that show you care. It's about being there for him, not just in the good times, but also in the bad. It's about understanding him, supporting him, and treating him with respect and consideration. Showing empathy and kindness can make a man feel understood and cared for, reinforcing his royal status. Effective communication is also key in treating a man like a king. The power of words in a relationship cannot be underestimated. When we talk about effective communication, we refer to the ability to express ourselves openly and honestly, without fear of judgment or retribution. It's about creating a safe space where thoughts, feelings, and ideas can be shared freely. But it's not just about speaking. It's about listening too. Listening to understand, not just to respond, is a cornerstone of effective communication. When we truly listen, we show our partner that their thoughts and feelings are valid and important. One of the most important aspects of effective communication is avoiding blame. It's easy to point fingers when things go wrong, but it's rarely productive. Instead, focus on expressing how you feel and what you need. Use statements that start with I, rather than you. For instance, say, "I feel upset when," rather than "you always." This approach fosters understanding and empathy rather than defensiveness. Moreover, it's crucial to express your feelings constructively. Bottling up emotions or letting them explode doesn't do any good. Instead, find a calm moment to discuss what's on your mind. Use respectful language and a calm tone, even when discussing difficult topics. Remember, it's not about winning an argument or proving a point. It's about understanding each other and finding a solution together. Lastly, remember that non-verbal communication is just as important. A loving touch, a warm smile, or a thoughtful gesture can convey messages that words sometimes can't. They can show your man that you care for him and value him, making him feel like a king. With effective communication, you can understand your man better and make him feel like a king. Lastly, never underestimate the power of small gestures. They may seem insignificant in the grand scheme of things, yet they can pack a punch in terms of their impact. Small gestures can often speak louder than words. They show that you've taken the time to pay attention to your partner's likes, dislikes, and what makes them feel special. Let's consider some examples. Imagine he's had a long day at work and you've whipped up his favorite meal. It's not just about the food, but the thought that went into it. You remembered what he likes, you took the time to prepare it, and now you're offering him a moment of comfort and pleasure. It's a simple act that communicates love, care, and consideration. Or think about planning a surprise date. Maybe it's to a movie he's been wanting to see or to a park where he enjoys the tranquility. The surprise isn't the main event here, but the gesture itself. It's about showing him that you cherish the time you spend together and that you're willing to put in the effort to create special moments. Remember, it's not about grandeur or expense, but the thoughtfulness behind the act. It might be leaving a sweet note for him to find, or simply holding his hand when he's having a rough day. These gestures show him that you're there for him, that you care, and that you value him. The beauty of small gestures is their subtlety. They're not loud or showy, but they are deeply personal and meaningful. They're reminders of your love, respect, and admiration, offered in the most tender of ways. Small gestures can have a big impact in making your man feel like a king. So there you have it, the best ways a man wants to be treated. We've delved into the significance of respect, how it forms the foundation of any relationship. We've talked about the importance of love and admiration, the twin pillars that hold up the edifice of a man's self-worth. Remember, making a man feel like a king doesn't necessarily mean putting him on a pedestal. It's about acknowledging his value and showing him that you cherish his presence in your life. We've also explored the role of empathy and kindness, how these virtues can help us understand and respond to a man's emotions more effectively. It's not just about treating him well, it's about understanding his needs, his desires, his fears, and working together to create a safe, supportive space. Then there's effective communication. A relationship is a dialogue, not a monologue, and it's crucial to keep those lines of communication open. It's about listening as well as speaking, understanding as well as expressing. A man wants to be heard. He wants his thoughts and feelings to be acknowledged and understood. And finally, we've discussed the power of small gestures. A smile, a touch, a word of encouragement. These seemingly insignificant actions can make a world of difference. They're a way of saying, I see you, I appreciate you, and I care about you. In essence, making a man feel like a king is about treating him with the love, respect, and kindness he deserves. It's about acknowledging his worth, understanding his needs, and showing him that he is valued and cherished. To read more about relationship tips, kindly visit www.zainfo.co.za. Don't forget to subscribe to Stevo's portal, Informing Sensibly.